to my channel. Today I have for you a haul video, and it's a bit of a mix between what I got before I went away on holiday, while I was away on holiday, and when I came back. So like I mentioned during my vlog when I was in Lake Como, I will link that on the screen now if you haven't watched it. I actually went to an outlet store which was in Switzerland. It's right, where we were was right by the border with Switzerland, and it's called Foxtown, and it's one of the largest outlet stores in Europe. So we actually managed to find a few good pieces on there. So I promised a haul, and here it is. So without further ado, let's jump straight into it. But before that, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. I upload it twice a week, and I would love to have you back on my channel. So don't forget to hit the subscribe button. So we're going to start with what I got in Foxtown. I was super excited to go to Foxtown because I had been there, I think maybe 6 years ago, and I found some really good stuff. I bought a cape, which I don't know if I featured on my blog actually, but it was a brown cape from Blue Marine, and it was stunning, and I got it for half price. So it is much bigger than the outlet store here in London, which is called Bicester Village. It's kind of near Oxford actually, it's not in London, but a lot of bloggers and YouTubers go there because basically what outlet stores are they stores from the same brand, and they sell stuff from previous seasons, and yeah, but actually most of them tend to not have a lot of selection when it comes to sizing, and it's kind of a bit hit and miss. Sometimes you might go and find amazing stuff, and sometimes you might go and find nothing. But when I went to Foxtown last time, it is really big, and they do have quite a lot of selection when it comes to sizing and stuff like that. And they don't only have stuff from the previous seasons, they have stuff from seasons prior to that, which means that those things are even more discounted, so you can get really, really good deals. So I was super excited because they have a huge Dolce Gabanna store, and being, right next to Italy, I was very excited to go there. And the first piece I got was this jumper, which is in green, and it has the center part in silk, and it's kind of very Dolce and Gabbana design with the kind of the classic Italian. It looks like what they do on the walls, to be honest. I don't know what it's called, but yeah. It's in kind of blue and red and yellow, quite a colourful piece considering all of my wardrobe is kind of black and white and grey and brown, so this one is quite a colourful number for me, but I really liked it actually. I tried it on in the sleeveless version, and that one was more kind of yellow and blue, and I actually liked those shades a lot better. But I did think I would get more wear out of it if I bought it with the longer sleeves here in London, because it does get quite cold most of the time. But I did love the yellow one. It was so beautiful, and they had lots of stuff with the kind of lemon print that I think they did a couple of seasons ago. And I really, really loved that one, but there was nothing in my size. That's kind of the problem as well sometimes, that sizing is a little bit difficult, especially if you have a small size. So yeah, but this one is kind of a normal knit at the back. It's a very thin knit, and it's in a green material, and then at the front it's got the silk panel, and I find it really flattering. I think it's really nice. It adds a little something to a jumper, which can be quite boring. I think the silk sort of adds a little bit of oomph. You can make it a little bit more dressy, and I think it's a good way to add a pop of colour to kind of really black or white outfits. I think this would look amazing with white palazzo pants, which I've been looking for ages. So if anyone has found really nice ones, please let me know in the comments below, because I've been looking for ones for a really long time and I cannot find ones. Okay, next up from Dolce & Gabbana as well is this sort of sweatshirt, which has this laser cut in the front. I don't know how well the camera's picking that up, but I will show some close-ups. And it's a 3/4 sleeve. It has sort of a balloon sleeve, which is really in this season. It's actually quite a funny story. I was literally walking out of the store, and I thought, that's it, I'm done with my shopping. I like my jumper, and I'm done. And then we were walking out, and I suddenly saw this rack that they had in the corner, which was like of stuff that was previous to the previous season, and that was like on like 70%, 80% discount. And I actually got this for an amazing, amazing price. I can't remember how much it was right now. I think I've taken off the tag. Yeah, I can't remember how much it was right now, but I think I got it for like 70% off. I was really in love with it. I'd been looking for this kind of sweatshirt type, like formal sweatshirt look for a while, so I was thrilled to find this. It has quite a thick, quite a wide neck, and it has kind of a classic sweatshirt neck, and then a classic sweatshirt again rib on the sleeve, and then it's kind of It's not too long and it's got quite a boxy cut, but I really like it. It really holds its shape. It's thick cotton, so it really holds its shape, stays quite boxy, and I actually really like that style. I was looking for something like this for a while, and I got it at an amazing price because I was literally just, I don't know, I was just lucky, and it was the last one left. It was my size, so I was like, oh my god, I need to take this. So yeah, it's really cool because it's a little bit see-through, so it looks quite sexy actually. So it's a sweatshirt, but I would actually even wear it in the evening because I think you can really dress this one up. See, you can actually see through it. But if you wear like a nude bra, it looks nice and it doesn't kind of look too excessive. But you can sort of see your tummy a little bit and it looks really nice. I really like it. I think it's kind of a nice take on a sweatshirt, and yeah, I'm really in love with this one. While we were there, we also popped into Gucci and I picked up this number. You can't really see very much. I will insert the cutaway now with me wearing it, but it's basically a black polo neck with a cape style. So it's really loose, got a cape style at the back. It's sort of like a poncho almost, but with sleeves, but it's really fitted around the neck and the sleeves are quite fitted. I really like it. I think it's a really nice take on a classic kind of black polo neck. It's something that I obviously am not going to wear now because it's like really hot, but I think it's a good buy for the winter. And I was actually looking for a black polo neck because I've got one from Massimo Dutti which has got cashmere and it's really soft and I love it. But it's a bit worse for wear now, so I really needed a new one. And this one is a really lovely thin knit. It's got a bit of silk, and the sleeves sort of go like kind of wide on the shoulder, and then they are very slim and kind of stretchy when it comes to the arm. So it kind of falls nicely on the shoulders and then it sort of tapers on the sleeve. I think it's really nice, super flattering, a really nice kind of take, a very poncho style. I think it'll look great with jeans, with leather trousers and a pair of boots. I think it's going to look stunning in the winter. It's kind of quite long as well. It reaches kind of mid-thigh for me. And then it's really nice and simple, and then it just has the Gucci logo down here at the bottom. Very subtle, nothing too crazy. But yeah, I'm really excited to wear this one, although I'm going to have to wait for quite a while to wear it. On the theme of getting stuff which is kind of designer but at a discounted price, I love to shop in Vestiaire Collective. It is a shop which I've spoken about before. It's an online shop. I've sold stuff of mine there before, handbags and stuff, and I actually was looking for a Hermes scarf. And I was browsing the Hermes website because I really wanted a beautiful silk scarf. I really like them to kind of jazz up an outfit in the summer. I wanted something quite bright and colourful, and I actually saw one that I really loved on the Hermes website, and I thought, but let me just check in Vestiaire and see if they have it, because sometimes you get really good deals and stuff that's like actually brand new. And I actually found the same exact scarf on Vestiaire Collective at 1/3 of the price than it was originally in Hermes. And it was something that was almost brand new. It had only been used once. And it's this beautiful scarf. It's got 4 corners. I don't know how well you can see it on the camera right now. I'm covering my face, sorry. Basically, it has yellow, pink, purple, and orange. And then it has this really bright electric blue rim and then yellow on the outside. I really love it because it depends on how you fold it. You can make it look a certain color palette or a different color palette. It's really nice. It just says Hermes Paris down here, and it has sort of a very classic Hermes print on it. In blue and white. I think it's super nice because it really jazzes up an outfit. You can wear like a really plain white outfit or black outfit, and this really kind of brings it to life. Very summery colours, very vibrant, and that is exactly what I wanted because I wear a lot of whites in the summer and I wanted something that was going to make an outfit look a lot more vibrant, and I think that does exactly that. It's beautiful, it's in silk, and I think it's the 90 by 90. So it's quite big. You can fold it quite nicely, and you can fold it kind of in lots of different ways, and yeah, I'm super in love with this one and I've worn it loads. There will be some blog posts coming up when my website goes live again, which I will let you know about with this scarf, so I will link this below once my website has gone live again. Also, while I was in Italy, I popped into Massimo Dutti when I was in Milan, and I actually got these. You might have seen it in my vlog, which I will link on the screen now, but I got this top that I'm wearing right now, which is beautiful. It's a white knit, and it's quite a nice summery knit. It's not very thick, and it's got a cotton, it's kind of cotton, so it just feels really nice and airy. It doesn't make you feel hot, and I love the balloon sleeves. Super on trend. I think they look really flattering. I really like the neckline. It's really nice because it's not too fitted. I don't like jumpers that are too fitted, but I think it looks really nice with jeans or with trousers. I've worn it loads ever since I got it, and I think it's a really nice piece. It was a good price as well, and yeah, Massimo Dutti stuff is quite good quality as well. And yeah, I think it's a really versatile piece because it's white, so you can literally kind of combine it with everything, and I think I'm going to get so much more out of it this summer. Also from Massimo Dutti is a piece that I don't actually have with me right now because I wore it the other day and I took it to the dry cleaners because it was a bit dirty, but I'm going to insert a picture so that you can see it on the screen right now. And it is this beautiful sleeveless blouse. I love, it's kind of a cotton poplin blouse. As you know from my last haul, if you haven't seen it, I'll link it on the screen now. I love cotton poplin style blouses. I love that they're a little bit stiff, that they keep their shape, they're not too kind of fitted or clingy. I really like them this summer, and I love kind of white tops. You know, I can never have enough, and I love this kind of shirt style top. This one's got a round neck and sleeveless. I think it's really flattering. It makes my arms look really thin. I don't know what it is about arms, but I literally hate my arms. I think they look really flabby around here. You can't really see it now because I've got this on, but I think they look really flabby around here. So I don't know, but a lot of sleeveless tops that kind of go in at the shoulders, I think they make me look even more narrow at the shoulders, and I'm already pretty narrow. So I think it doesn't kind of balance out my body shape, but I don't know what it is about this top that I really like how it makes my arms look. I think it just cuts on the shoulder exactly on the right place. And I love the little kind of ruffle detail that it has on the side at the bottom. I think it just gives it something a little bit different. You can tuck it in if you want to wear it with skirts or with trousers. I've worn it with like high-waisted trousers and skirts, and it looks really nice because it's a classic simple top. I'll show you how it looks with trousers on here, but I've also worn it kind of left out, and it looks really nice. I love the ruffle detail. It sort of adds something to the top. It's not too long, it's not too short, sort of cuts at the perfect place. And yeah, I just think it looks really flattering, and I love the poplin style. Before I went on holiday, actually, I popped into Zara, and I've been loving the Zara collection this summer. If you've seen my last haul, you saw I picked up quite a few things, but the latest thing I got is this waistcoat. And I was literally I went in to actually return something, and when I was walking out, I went past it and I saw this and I thought, oh my god, I need to go in and see this. I will link a blog post below that I've done. Unfortunately, the website is not live now, but when it goes live, you can check it out. And I've worn this in so many ways. It's sort of an oversized waistcoat, and I talk about in that blog post that it's so hard for me to find waistcoats that fit well, because I've been wanting one of these sleeveless waistcoats to wear for the longest time. I think they look so cool, so trendy, so happening, but usually they're very, very large, and they sort of are too boxy, and they're quite stiff, and they're too long for me, and I'm not too tall, so they make me look really short, and they just look kind of off, like the fit just never looks right. But this one is really good. It sort of fits exactly right at the shoulders without looking too tight. It's not too long. It falls just under my bum, which is a really nice length. And then I like that it has like these cutouts on the sides. It has these like slits on the side, and it looks really nice, very flattering. And then it has the buttons on the front and a classic lapel, like a blazer, but the buttons you can't actually do up, but I wasn't intending on doing it up anyway. I like to kind of leave it open, but it just sort of has, and it has kind of a very nice fall to the fabric. It's a crepe material, and it's not too stiff, but at the same time it does hold its shape. It's sort of nice and soft and flowy, but it does hold its shape. It doesn't kind of fall flat either. It does hold its shape, so I really like that. I love that it's lined because that helps it keep its shape. And yeah, I just really like it, and it's kind of an off-white, so I think it's going to go with loads of stuff. I've styled it with lots of different things, with trousers, with shorts, with jeans, and it just looks amazing with everything. And yeah, I'll insert a cutaway of how it looks now, but I've just worn it loads, and I think it would also look really nice with like a short kind of summer dress. I think you can wear it loads. I like wearing it also with a belt and kind of crossed over, and worn it with kind of culotte pants, which are really loose. That's how I wore it in my blog post. I'll insert a picture now if I can find one. And basically it looked really nice because the trousers were really loose, and this was quite loose as well, but then I kind of nipped it in at the waist, and that made it kind of more shapely. So I think it's super versatile. I think it's a great piece for summer, and yeah, it was quite a reasonable price. I think it was like £40. It's probably on sale now, so you should definitely go check it out. I will link all the stuff that I'm talking about in the haul below. Also from Zara, I got this cami in kind of a nudie pink shade. It's sort of like a satiny material at the front and then a cotton material at the back. I've got one, I don't know if you've seen it before, but I have one in black, which is like this, a basic cami with these thin straps. and sort of this low back, and I think it's a great staple to just wear underneath everything. I've worn it here with my waistcoat. I think it looks really nice, but you can literally pop it underneath a blazer, or if you don't want something that's a bit see-through to kind of show. So I think it's a great staple. I think the black one was a much better quality actually. This one feels a bit flimsy, and the bit at the front looks a bit creased, and no matter how much you iron it, it just always looks creased, and I think it's because the material is very flimsy. But yeah, I mean, it's still okay. It's a good basic, but I think the black one was a much better quality, and I don't know why, because it's the same cami, it's just that the black one was a better quality. Not sure why that was, but to be fair, I mean, it was £10, so it was a good basic for a good price. And last but most definitely not least are these sunglasses that I got for art's sake. I think they look super cool. I don't know what you think, guys. I usually go for very classic sunglasses, so I was a bit hesitant to get these, but I was looking for ones that were a bit more trendy and something a little cooler than I go for normally, and I really like these. They've got kind of an ombre lens, which is kind of darker brown and then lighter brown at the bottom, and then they have this brown and blue marble effect on the top, and then they're gold, and I just really like the thin gold frame. I think they look really trendy, and they've got a squarish shape. They're really big. They actually look bigger on camera than they do in real life, but I like the fact that they have like a kind of cat eye shape, because I think that balances the shape of my face. I'm quite kind of sunken in here, and I'm kind of bottom heavy, so the cat eye sort of balances out my face shape, and I think they look really nice. I really wanted to get the Dior sunglasses that, you know, everyone's wearing, but I sort of felt that they didn't look good on me. They just made my face look even more droopy and kind of more bottom heavy. So when I found these, I was super excited. I saw them in Harvey Nichols, and my husband was like, you need to get these. And yeah, I think they look really cool. Let me know what you guys think. I usually go for very classic sunglasses, so I wanted something a little bit more trendy. Let me know in the comments below what you think, but I'm super thrilled with them. So that's it from me, guys. I hope you enjoyed this haul. I wanted to show you everything I've been purchasing recently. It's not all been bought at once. It's kind of, I've collected it over a few weeks and kind of almost over a month. But I really wanted to share it with you, so I hope you enjoyed it. Please do let me know in the comments below if you want to see any other types of videos. It's always really helpful to get feedback from you guys. I hope you enjoy this, and I will see you in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!